What I've noticed, at least in a couple of other countries that have jollof rice, they tend not to have like a stew like this. Don't know why we do it differently, but this adds extra flavor to the jollof rice. The already very flavorful jollof rice, it adds extra flavor to it, so it's really good.
The best jollof rice.
Yeah.
Don't argue with yourself.
Absolutely, amongst yourselves. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis or Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American living here in West Africa. I'm in Sierra Leone right now. We got a mukbang for you. Today, I'm joined by two very special guests. One, Mariama Forbes.
Hi.
And I also have Tracy with us as well. Mariama, can you give a little bit about who you are and what you do?
Hi everybody, my name is Mariama Forbes and I'm here in Sierra Leone reconnecting with my roots. You can follow me as well and follow me as I connect adventure through Sierra Leone.
Cool, and I'll have all of that in the description, like all of the pages that you can find Mariama on. And Tracy, you are not a YouTuber, but you've decided to grace us with your presence thanks to Mariama's coercion. So Tracy, can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here?
Hi guys, my name is Tracy Pauline Albert and I moved to Sierra Leone about 8 months back.
Okay.
And I work in the education sector here.
Nice, and you moved here from India?
Yes, I moved here from India.
Nice, so we're gonna talk a little bit about the food. We're gonna talk about what we ordered. There's a lot of food here, so we can talk through what it is and what's in it. Some of the cultural differences between India, Sierra Leone, and then of course my American cultural background, and of course Mariama's UK background. And then we're gonna talk a little bit about how the food tastes. Maybe we'll have some conversations about the future of Sierra Leone, and then we'll end it there.
All right, let's go into the food, guys. Are you excited?
Absolutely.
Let's get into
Ready to
it.
eat.
So we have some binchakara over here, which is made out of beans. It's fried with a tiny little bit of salt. It's really nice and delicious, and it's like a vegan option. We have some rice. We got some fufu over here, and we have some sour to go with it. And yeah, Joe, go ahead and tell us what you've got.
This is the stew for the jollof rice, the famous Sierra Leone jollof rice. I think the best jollof rice in West Africa.
Period.
I mean, you guys can debate it amongst yourselves. We already know. So this is the stew that goes along with the jollof rice. We have some jollof rice here. We have some bean stew here. This is vegan friendly. I'm a vegan. Same with the jollof rice as well. Stew, maybe not so much. So today I'm just going to have the jollof rice plain. And then Tracy, do you want to go into the snacks that we have?
Sure, let's see what we have here. We have some yam chips,
Nice.
peanut brittle, and spicy sweet potato chips.
Yes, and all of these snacks here are made from Mama Lou's kitchen. They make these snacks here in Sierra Leone. We're gonna have all the information about them, how you can order yourself some in the description box.
Yeah, and I think we also forgot the plantain chips too.
Oh,
There's
how
some
can we
plantain
forget
chips.
the plantain chips?
Ooh.
A special favorite of mine. I love plantain chips.
There's actually some coconut thins.
Oh, and coconut thins too.
Oh, nice.
So we have a wide variety of snacks here.
And they're
really good
all
stuff.
from Mama Lou's kitchen. The binchakara and the beans are from Nifty Street Food. They are a UK-based catering company, but they're also based in Sierra Leone as well. Again, everything you need to know about them if you're looking to order their food as well will be on the description box.
I'm gonna eat the white rice and the beans and some of the jollof rice and maybe a little bit of binchakara and some of the snacks here. I am not a fan of fufu, so that's all
The
you,
fufu is all
Mariama.
for me because I love me some fufu.
I'm the Sierra Leonean that doesn't eat fufu, so.
You're so weirdo.
I've been eyeing that jollof rice for a while now.
Okay, so let me pass it over to you.
Thank you.
Go ahead and grab some. Go for it.
I'm gonna start off with the fufu. So I'm gonna take the sour soup. You guys can see that. Got my fufu here as well.
I might get some jollof rice maybe and get some of
The stew, yeah.
the
you
stew
can
itself
definitely
with
have
just the
stew,
onions.
yeah.
I'm not one of the really strict ones where if there's like chicken in the food, I won't eat it. I just
Yeah.
won't eat the chicken. So I'm not
Exactly.
that guy. But so I'm gonna grab some of this because I love jollof rice. And how can I have this on the table and not have some?
And I am here unwrapping my fufu, guys. I'm starting with more of a heavy meal because this is the heaviest, I would say. Normally, I have my fufu with my hand because I really don't care. I'm an African woman. But I've got long nails right now, so that can't happen.
So that's the bean chakara. So the bean chakara is fried, and you
Yeah.
said there's a little salt in there.
Yeah, so you grind the beans and then you have to like almost like beat it. You
Okay.
beat it. Add a tiny bit of salt. Some people do, some people don't. Literally frying, that's how it's made.
And so for me, I get my protein through beans. So I like, because I don't eat animals. So I'm going to add some of this bean stew.
You don't eat animals, but you eat their food.
Correct.
So are you starving them?
No. Definitely not.
That is what I
Definitely
say to every
not.
vegan. I'm like, you're a vegan, but you're starving them by eating their food.
Incorrect.
Correct.
There is so much vegetation on the planet for them to eat. There's so much vegetation on the planet for animals to eat. There are many other arguments that are better than starving
This
animals.
is a discussion for another video.
Now, okay, yes. So there is this argument, which I haven't been able to confirm or I guess deny, is the idea that humans made the leap because of proteins that came from meat in terms of our ability to like create fire, do math, these kinds of things, language, etc., etc. That's definitely a theory, not necessarily fact, because you don't know anything that happened thousands of years ago. Those are estimates or guesses, but that argument I can maybe rock with a little bit, but not the starving.
Whatever. Anyway, guys.
We're not starving animals, but I want to get some of these plantain chips before we get. I'm getting some of these.
I'm gonna have the coconut.
The coconut looks so good.
Okay, that's interesting
Mama
looking.
Lou's Kitchen coconut.
The way they
So
close them
good.
up is actually really interesting
Yeah,
too.
it keeps it nice and
Yeah.
it doesn't get cold.
So you like the fufu? It's good.
It's so good. Like the sour is really nice. One thing I like about sour is that I feel like if you have a cold or anything like that, it just really makes you get better faster. So I really like it. We all have decided to come here
Different places.
from different places. I'm
Yeah.
coming from the UK, but I was born in Sierra Leone, but I left here when I was 5 years old because of the war. And I've come back and forth a few times, but this
Sure.
is the first time I've come during rainy seasons and not holiday season.
Okay.
And I'm having a completely different experience than I had before, because like when I come during holiday season, it's more of like just going out, having fun, not really experiencing the country.
Right.
Whereas this time, I'm having a completely different experience. How is it like being from you coming from America and then from you obviously coming from India?
So for me, I've been coming to Sierra Leone since 2009. That was the first time I came as an adult, and then coming again in 2017. But in both of those instances, I came with family members, my aunts and uncles or my parents, and so they were deciding where we went and where we stayed and all of those things. When I first started coming in 2018, and I've been back I think 6 times since, my experience has been a little bit different because now I get to control my experience. So hanging out with friends, staying at different places, going to different events, it's definitely given me a broader experience. But as you mentioned, most of those times were in December, and that will give you a very different experience than what you get during the regular year because everybody comes back in December. So you have all the diasporans, right? So people from the UK, people from the US, other parts of Europe, and it's parties nonstop, right? Being here not during the holiday season is a lot different because everyone's at work in work mode, right? Not vacation mode. So you're not seeing everybody every day. You're not going out to events all the time. So then you have to kind of make time to get together. So like yesterday, we had a barbecue here. Mariama came to that.
Yeah.
So that was cool. It was good to get everybody together and hang out. And then my group of friends, what they do is on Wednesdays, they have a happy hour where they get together at a Country Lodge, really big hotels here that has a really nice view. And so they get together on Wednesdays and have happy hour. So that's been interesting, and that's been the difference, I would say, between the two. And then just the major differences between being in the US and in Sierra Leone, I would say is just the lifestyle. I feel more free here. If I get pulled over by the police, I don't fear being pulled over by the police, right? It's just a conversation. Whereas if it was in the US, right, I don't have to belabor the point, but you guys know, as a person of color being pulled over by the police, you do fear that you will survive. You have to comply to survive, right? That is the advice that is given to you. So that's something that's different. Also Black excellence or people of color excellence, where we're not minorities anymore, we're the majority.
And for you, Tracy, what was it about Sierra Leone specifically that made you, want to come here from India?
Well, I moved here for work, and to be very honest, just reflecting back on what I was expecting, I really didn't know what to expect when I moved here. There isn't a lot of information out there about what it is like to live in Sierra Leone, especially if you're moving from another country. So kudos to you guys actually for throwing some light on that. But yeah, when I moved here, I was pleasantly surprised by all the parallels that I could draw between the life here and life back in India.
Yeah.
And I think I've had this conversation with quite a few people here as well in terms of just like the energy, the color, the vibrance, and even some of the chaos. So I do feel quite at home when I'm here in Sierra Leone, just in terms of all of those things.
So I've been to New Delhi before.
Oh, you have?
I have, yes. I was there for.
I've never been.
I was there for 10 days.
Okay.
For a wedding. And you guys call those rickshaws? What, RKK?
Yes,
what do you call
rickshaws.
it? Yeah, so there's a similarity,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
So I remember seeing those and being like, I saw those in Sierra Leone. So that's one of the major similarities, right?
Yes,
the rickshaws
absolutely.
and we call KK. I keep saying KK, but it's KEH. KK. I'm working on my accent. You're having the beans right now.
Yes.
How do you like it?
I really like it.
Yeah.
Extremely flavorful. Again, I feel like I can't help but draw parallels. Of course, the spices used are very different, but it is still as flavorful as food would be back home.
And I like Indian food too. Very
I
good.
love Indian food.
I used to eat chicken masala when I ate chicken.
Rogan Josh
And,
is my favorite.
Oh,
Okay.
you do?
I love it.
It's one of my favorites as well.
With palu rice.
I'm waiting to eat my jollof rice right now because I'm saving the best part for last.
Period.
And we didn't get a ton of jollof rice, as you can see. When we ordered it, I think we were expecting
Oh
a
my
little
god,
bit
we're
more.
gonna have to fight over it.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't want to take too much. I'm waiting for Mariama to get her portion, but I had one bite and it's really good, as I expected. I mean, what else would you expect?
What else
right?
would
Obviously.
you from salad jollof?
Yeah.
Love that stuff.
You like
My
it? So-
food is really, really good, but as you know, food is quite heavy, so I think I'm gonna take a break from eating this for a bit because there's quite a bit of bones in there as well.
So there's plenty of beans, as you can see.
There's so much beans.
So the restaurant again, who got the beans, who gave us the beans and the rice?
So Nifty Street Food.
Nifty Street Food.
They are based in the UK and they also have a branch now in Sierra Leone.
Nice serving sizes, Nifty Street Food.
I know. And
I like
it
you
tastes
guys.
so good.
Very, very good.
I'd gone to an Indian restaurant with a friend here in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Mhm.
And they served this Indian dish called biryani.
Okay.
Oh, my
And the
favorite.
way I described it to the friend was essentially like it's the Indian jollof rice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How was the Indian
And-
food here locally?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Was it-
okay.
was it- yes, 'cause
Is it made by Indians?
Yes, there is a pretty big Indian community here in Sierra Leone. Again, something I didn't know before I moved
Before
here.
you
Mm.
moved here, yeah.
So I was again pleasantly surprised. In some cases, the families have been here for like a couple of generations.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, exactly. So quite interesting.
Yeah, I've definitely had Indian food in Ghana, and
And
it was
how
pretty
was
good.
that?
It was good. So I do a home delivery vegan food service. An Indian lady actually makes it. Very good food. Because I know you guys have a lot of vegetarian options,
Yes,
right?
we do. We do.
So yes, so it's a very good food.
What has it been like for you being vegan here
In Africa.
Yeah, that's a great question. It's been challenging, to say the least. Very
It's
challenging.
challenging when everything is mostly, like growing from the ground and
Yeah, because I don't think you realize when you're not when you are a meat eater, or when you're a carnivore, I guess you can say, how much meat goes into everything,
Yeah.
right? And so when you go to a restaurant and ask them, can you make this without chicken? There's always the conversation like, you sure? And a lot of times too, people use pig fat and like different things to make things. For me, it's probably limited what options I have. So I tend to eat a lot of vegetable spring rolls. That's been the main thing. And the thing is that not only am I vegan, but I tend to try to eat healthier. There aren't as many non-fried options, right? So like yesterday, there was a Chinese restaurant that we went to. It's not a Sierra Leone restaurant, but they have steamed wontons, right? Which is why I would prefer something steamed, but they only had pork or beef, I think. Right? And so of course I would wanted the vegetable wontons steamed, but they didn't have them. It does limit what I can get. And so like, even as you can see, like the bean chakara is fried, right? When I ask for food without meat in it, there's always the like confusion. Like, are you sure? So you mean fish, right? Okay, fish. And I'm like, no, I don't eat fish. So like, wait, are you sure you don't want meat? And it's like a back and forth. So that's really the issue. What I would say too is the variety of fruits and vegetables are a little bit harder to come by in Sierra Leone. You can get them. They might be a little more expensive and you have to know where to go to get them. But unlike in the West where you walk into a grocery store and there's a section for fruits and vegetables, I don't know if it's like that in India.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, so here, sometimes there's stands outside or you have to go elsewhere to go find a local seller because there's not the best of refrigeration services, usually those things are picked freshly the day before, maybe 2 days before, and then brought to town, and then you have to buy from those people who are those vendors.
the food is so good. I can't even
It is really good.
involve myself in the conversation.
This is the thing, it's challenging to eat
so
and talk, right?
good. Guys,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, like the food is so good.
The most sort of mainstream perspective that I had was unfortunately through the movie Blood Diamond. And I don't think that is a good reference at all, you guys.
Period.
Oh my god.
But it's a good movie though.
It's a good
great
movie.
Yeah.
But if you're moving to Sierra Leone, like that's not what you should be referencing.
Right,
Please
sure.
do not.